Hey,
everybody. I'm Dr. Nick.
B-Bro has to be a paid member to get a reaction here? No?
Nope.
Congratulations. You got a reaction. It's Dead Dodge Garage Live and Rocket thing. Tom's growing an action hero beard.
I don't know. I just didn't shave yesterday, and I just didn't feel like shaving this morning. So
Yeah.
A little bit of gray in there, though, which is a little disconcerting. So
I got carded at a restaurant yesterday, and I was offended. Like,
you were offended?
yes. Dude, I mean, look at this. Come on.
Isn't it
Come
usually a compliment?
Yeah. No.
Guess
I don't think so.
But
I earned the grays. I shouldn't have to show you my thing. Anyway.
That's very true.
Senpai noticed me.
Mm.
Dan's Garage is here. What's up?
Hey,
The
Steven.
first- Did you know that... Oh, wait. Hold on. Why didn't it... Well, whatever. As Rob Fitch said, the first bad decision is to get a Mopar, then it's all downhill from there.
Mm-hmm.
Before you know it, you have 24 of them, and you're buying another one.
Approach. By the way, I just want to state for the record, one of Jamie-ism he says all the time is anti-seize is the herpes of automotive. That is so not true. It's actually the
windshield urethane?
Yeah, windshield urethane, which I just took like 5 minutes to get off my arm that I got. We're trying to put a decent windshield in that 68 Power Wagon. Jamie and I did a video on a little while ago.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't get that thing listed for sale. So
Sealant's extra. Just throw it in there.
It's Trev though, so he's helping.
That's true.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Yeah, that wagon's cool. I hope you guys like that 62 wagon. Hope you guys watched the video. That thing's awesome.
That thing's sick. I learned something from that video, which is that, I mean, I know about the goofy history of 62s and everything, but I learned that headliners are actually available for Mopar wagons.
Yeah, he put a new headliner in that. I actually talked to him. He's like, "Oh yeah, I totally got that. Where'd you get it?" I don't know. Okay, that's not super helpful, but
we found them on eBay. They're made to order. Supposedly, they ship in like a few weeks. Supposedly.
Some of them are pretty no name, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The one in our wagon, like, the cats are arriving. The one in our wagon could be like maybe cleaned and straightened out, kind of. But like, if a new one's available and it's decent. I'd just do that.
The one I saw was pretty expensive though. That's kind of a risk to take. And
$600.
Yeah, and also like shipping's not going to be cheap on those. They're big.
It's big,
so,
yeah.
No.
Oh, Rob Fitch loves the wagon. He'll trade you a 65 Valiant 100 for it. Snowmonk VX saw the future. 10 Points says when Tom joins, he's muted. Actually, he wasn't muted, but he didn't have audio, so he couldn't hear me.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, which it's actually streaming on my channel this time, which is improved from last time. Hopefully, I don't crash the entire chat again like last time as well. So,
yeah. Anyway, cat. Braun 915 got a question. How can I figure out if I have an 8 3/4 or an 8 1/4? Easy. 8 1/4 has a bolt-on rear cover. 8 3/4 has a round, smooth back with no bolts, and it has a bolt-in center chunk. So just look at the back of your axle. Now 7 1/4s are also bolt-on, but you said specifically only those two options. So there you go.
Another thing you can cheat, this is a wrecking yard trick I learned a while ago. The 8 1/4s, if there's no hubcaps with a steel wheel, is flat on the end of the axle. On an 8 3/4, it's dished. Now, 9 1/4 is dished as well, so you can't tell 7 1/4 from 8 3/4 by looking at that. But 8 1/4 has a flat axle, so if you're just looking in a wrecking yard, easy way to tell.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Gamer208 Plays sent $10. Thank you. And says, only thing to say, keep doing what you both do. Do best. Keep the history of classic muscle cars and classic cars alive for the future generations.
By the way, scoop on the channel right here. I've been after a Levi Jeep for a while, and the guy just offered it to me like an hour ago. And
I've had one of those.
Have you?
Yes.
Which one?
A CJ. It was right after the AMC takeover, so it must have been a CJ5, like a late CJ5. It was the rustiest piece of garbage. Like, imagine the rustiest Wrangler you could imagine.
That's saying something up by you. Like,
and
that
this one was rustier than that. I have a piece of it that I just folded and ripped off the body, no cutting necessary, that says Jeep on it. I have that in my garage somewhere.
Wow.
But anyway, it was the Wrangler edition. Like the seats were gone, but there was like a little bit of jean material like wedged in something. Like I don't know where that ever went, but yeah.
Yeah, this one, I can't remember the year. It's late 70s, 77, 78, somewhere there. Cherokee, but it's a 401 truck. It's blue. As I recall, it was kind of in a dark warehouse with a bunch of other stuff. It needs flares. They were rusty, but the rest of the truck really looked pretty solid. But it's like total, like, sitting forever survivor, totally what I'm into. So
nice.
Yeah.
It's Scoop and it's Snack. Andrea Mills is getting fond of A-body wagons. I like them. They're cool. I've had a couple. So 20th Century wants the wagon, has no money. That's unfortunate.
I mean, it's not cheap, but keep in mind, like, he has almost double that into it, what I'm asking. So.
It's a really nice car.
Yeah.
Robert, do the headliners on those wagons really go bad? It's not like the mouse for headliners on 80s and 90s cars. Yes. The wagons have boards. And what happens, like, when we got that car, it was nice. But over time, it started getting kind of like yucky and disintegrating.
What usually happens is it's water leaks. So it's like they get water in them and then they kind of start discoloring and crumble. So,
yeah. Good times.
Somebody just asked, friend is moving to Seattle with a beater car, either 99 or 2003. Can you confirm no emissions? Yeah, there's no emissions testing in Washington anymore. So
you're good.
You are free and clear. So
I do have a lot of things in my garage somewhere. I know where most of them are, but that was a piece of jean material that I removed from a rusted out Jeep that frankly was like half of a Jeep with a 258 in it still. That was the 258. I was pulling that Jeep apart out behind my business, and I got distracted, and I left the 258 dangling by my heavy-duty picker for 6 months. 6 months.
That sounds right.
That picker still works. It's the one I bent with the TRX, so now I don't know what I'm going to do. That thing was Old Faithful. Anyway.
I have a really heavy-duty one, but the Ram shot on it, but it's really heavy, so.
Yeah. Skiddy said, thanks for the Gen 2 special tips and tricks tranny fix that surprisingly dropped on Friday. Yeah, I keep coming up with these little videos that, like, they don't fit on a Wednesday, they don't fit on a Sunday, so I'm just going to throw them up on a Friday when I feel like it. It's not going to be, consistent or anything like that. For the most part, no one watches them, but I just like having it out there, and it's something people can refer back to, so there you go.
Well, also the wiring harness video Jamie did is kind of blowing up on the internet right now. Like, apparently, like, people are calling M&H now, and they're like starting a feud with Year One, like they owe them money. And
yeah, it's all Year One's fault.
It's like a thing now.
It turns out I didn't know the real villain in the story is Year One. The CEO of M&H emailed me, and I haven't gotten back to him. I would like to. It's just like, where do you find the time?
You need to. I would like to talk to that guy.
Yes,
too,
I'd like to talk to him. He offered information for the book, and I thought maybe I could get him to like sit down for an interview. That would be kind of cool.
I would. I think that would be a good video, actually. I really think it would. So, with you guys, I mean, I'm sure he's knowledgeable. You're obviously super knowledgeable about this. I think that would be a super interesting video, actually. So,
yeah, he offered specifically, like, he has inside information on the way the harnesses are built and certain technical aspects of them and components that are available today. So, a lot of valuable information there, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. Scoop stopped having birthdays at 23. Wow. Someone bought the wagon? No, not yet.
Not yet.
We sold our 66 wagon, but the buyer backed out, and he had made a deposit. We ended up just keeping it. So, there you go.
There you go. LSS Industries got let go from his job. Sorry about that. That sucks. Hopefully got something else lined up. That's how Jamie started working for me. Well, it was kind of self-done, but
it was self-inflicted, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I kept on telling Jamie when he started here, it's like, when you become famous, like, will you still remember me? But I'm still alive, so apparently he does. Because now he's famous, so.
I don't know if famous is the right word. I was notorious. I was just rewatching the Redline Mike. Is there going to be more TRX content? Yes, I've just edited it this morning just to see where I'm at. I've already got like 15 minutes of the next video. Does it count as getting laid off when you own the business? No. I was just rewatching the video about the road trip, the Tennessee, Minnesota road trip. And I got to the part, I skimmed through it just, Memories. Anyway,
Mhm.
I got to the part where I rolled into Mopars at the park, and it's you behind the camera, and you're like, Jamie doesn't think he's famous, but like when he, rolls in and the
you got
fans
mobbed.
swarm him.
You
Yeah,
got mobbed.
by 4 people, like
That's
maybe
a mob.
maybe 6. No, here's how I know I'm not famous. I was at Byron's anniversary, and I was talking to a guy, and he asked how I'm able to test drive new products off the Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram lot, and I said, well, I'm kind of internet famous, and my wife and my brother both laughed.
Well, that doesn't mean anything, but
No, because they were both like, you don't even have 100,000 subscribers.
Ooh, ouch.
And they're not wrong.
You're really darn close, though. The thing is, you are the perfect amount of famous, because like you can just go to the store and no one's ever going to recognize you.
Not
You go to
true.
a car show, it's a different thing, but you can choose to be in a place where you're going to be famous. and
There's a
choose not
Tom
to be in a
Waits.
place where you're famous,
Yes,
so.
very true. There's a Tom Waits interview on I don't remember where, but he's like, I went to a music store, no one recognized me. I went to the dump, 30 people surrounded my car. So anyway, yeah, just don't go to car shows, and I'm good. But I do occasionally get recognized in Walmart.
Nice.
No redline mic. I haven't changed the door lock cylinder yet. I need to do that. It's a problem. At the beginning of the new video, it's right at the beginning of the video, I get locked out of it because the battery died. Hilarious.
Yeah, kind of my okay, I'm kind of getting notorious. This is a couple years ago, but I was down at Fall Fling, and I'm checking in the hotel, and all of a sudden this guy from the corner goes like, "Hi, this is Tom from Rocket Restorations." I was
Yeah.
like,
Here we go.
okay.
I do have more subscribers than they do. Yes, very true. Someone asked what tonight's beverage was going to be. It's the Tyaton Huckleberry Hard Cider. Yum.
I've got the Frame Pale Ale tonight.
I got a couple of those in the fridge that were left from my... I don't know when they got there, but anyway.
These are really good. Classic cop cars. Has the Happy Camp lady returned your calls yet? There's an inside joke. I don't know if I've told you about that story.
Well, I know the place that he's talking about,
Well,
and I know that lady was not happy with you.
Yeah, so the Happy Camp was like this big wrecking yard. I bought a bunch of stuff. I did a big video from up there. She made me take the video down because she's like, "Oh, people are gonna come up here." Then she starts doing social media like the next week after I took it down. So I really need to just do that video again, put it up, because no one's gonna remember it, and I can probably just do it fresh. No one's gonna know.
It's hilarious.
But yeah, so she's like advertising online. So she's like, "Come get all these cars, and keep mine." I still have like 5 or 6 cars on my list that she's supposed to give me prices on that never did because she doesn't like me for some reason. I don't even know how.
Yeah.
So she posted on Facebook, and I was like, "Hey, when are you gonna return my phone calls?" And she was really mad. I gotta tell you, I got a phone call after that.
Oof.
I was like,
Daniel Taylor just gifted 10 DDG memberships. Thank you, Daniel Taylor.
"That's nice."
Oh, Lovejoy's, that was Lovejoy has been a member for 22 months and said, with my new free time, I might fix my IDI. Nice. Apparently we've had members for 2 years now. So if you've been a member for 2 years, your frat sock is going to turn red.
That's
Granddad's
pretty
Junk has a
awesome.
red one. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
I forgot that I had even set a 2-year one. So that's funny.
Well, you better set a 3-year one now.
I know. We need more colors. 234 people with us here. Thanks for joining. Welcome. That's not bad for this point in the live stream, especially because we were late. So welcome.
Was there a Levi Pacer? I can't remember. I think they Levi'd pretty much everything. I'm not sure.
Levi Pacer. Oh, very much so. Oh, it's very Levi's. It's two-tone jean blue. That's nice.
Kella Smith says a sweet collection of old Mopar in Nanton, Alberta, like Tom's collection. Not as many though. Is that Peter Swanson? I may actually be going up there soon. I really don't have time to make a trip up to Canada, but my brother bought a huge porcelain sign up there, and I can do some really good videos up there. Like, he has a fantastic collection. He's got Seabot, he's got really rare muscle car stuff. He just sold a bunch of stuff at Mecum last year, but super nice guy. I really like Peter.
Junker Up. Birdsong did a video on rebodied muscle cars. Did you see that?
I haven't. I don't watch much of his stuff. He started doing the AI thumbnails.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like
Uh-huh.
as a principle, not
That's
like.
well. So I read that comment, and then I was going to read the next one, which was from Old Iron. Junker Up uses AI thumbnails. Opinion invalidated.
Dude, I mean, I get it.
So
Like he's
lazy.
it's very lazy,
I
and
hate
it's
it.
like, and he's
I
also
won't.
like really mad that Jamie passed him in subscribers, and he's
Is he
trying to catch
mad?
up again.
I don't
Well,
think he's mad.
I don't know if mad is the right word, but like
Yeah.
he's definitely in competition with you and is trying to catch back up. So,
Braun, are you guys open to talking about Tony? Uncle Tony? The Uncle Tony that's been on this live stream, and I could like text right now if I wanted to. Yeah. Someone mentioned his video from today about the Power Nation guys. Hilarious. I don't know if you saw that one, but
I didn't. What's up with Tony? He just thought he was just sick of doing lives. I mean, I know he stopped
he was
doing lives.
doing
and
it
stuff,
for
so.
like 6-7 years.
I get it.
So I've been doing it for 4 in October. Yeah. It doesn't feel like it. It feels like only 3. Yes, the little wagons have a normal headliner. Yeah, it's the B bodies have that board thing. I don't know about C body wagons. Do they have it? Yeah, they do. Because you linked me one of the board headliners at C body.
Yep.
Yeah.
Trying to do a traditional headliner on one of those is just not. I mean, it's possible, but like, it would be very, very difficult. So it's a long ways back there. Mike's Big Hoopty Barn, Tom. I sent you pictures of Feather Tags inserted card from a Plymouth Fury Patrol. Yeah, I saw those. Those are really cool. I'm sorry if I didn't respond. I had been on the road and so busy lately. So like if I didn't respond to that, I apologize. But yeah, I did see those. So that was a really cool car.
Like many of us, Tom has been a bit of a victim of his own success. There's just too much.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, I mean, like that wagon video I did yesterday, because I was in California Wednesday through Friday. So another question on here: do you get all those parts sorted inventory?
I was going to read that.
Yeah, I just made the last trip, basically my last trip down this week, Wednesday through Friday. I'd really gotten most of the stuff, and I've gotten most of that stuff inventory for the first 2 trips. So AI has actually been super helpful with that. So I got a bunch of stuff on eBay last week from that. So it's been going pretty good. So
Crippled Chrysler Garage, who is a member, thank you, asked, excuse me, do you guys have a recommendation on best source of a stock exhaust system? I'm going to let you answer that one.
I'm sorry, what was the question again? I was trying to read something else.
Wow. Best stock replacement exhaust system.
For what? I need to know. So there's a couple different options. So if you're going like high end, ECS makes the correct numbered system for like the Hemi-Cudas and stuff like that. We just put one on the Hemi-Cuda in the shop, the black one we put the motor out of. But it's also $5,000 for the system, and they don't include a bunch of stuff with that, which don't even get me started. I ranted to Jamie 2 weeks ago about this. There was missing like 2, they didn't have 2 rear hangers. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Like we're all ready to put it in, missing 2 hangers out of the kit, and he didn't tell me that. So whatever. Accurate makes decent stuff. I mean, it's fine. I've had really good luck with Waldron's. We just ordered the V Code 6-pack Fury GT. We ordered a Waldron system. And we also did one for the wagon that we did, that 70 Monaco wagon, the green one from Willie in Germany. And that actually fit really. Yeah, that was Waldron's. Yeah,
that was nice.
Yep, it was very nice. It fit very well. I was very happy with that. But honestly, unless we're doing a high-end car anymore, like I do the math, most of those systems are $1,000, $1,500. I have an excellent exhaust guy here in town. He's like usually $1,000 to do a system. So it's like, okay, you pay $1,000, then it takes a day to put it on, and it may or may not fit, or I just take it down to my exhaust guy. So unless it's like an OE car, I generally just have my exhaust guy do it right now. So
let's say you had an original paint 2-owner Survivor 1971 Dodge Demon 340 4-speed. What would you do?
I would probably try one of the Waldron systems on that, honestly, because that's a rare enough car, and I would want it to be correct.
So. No, I want it correct for sure.
Yep, I would do that. So, but like the 73 Charger we're working on, we did videos in this a while ago. They were doing the Resto Mod blue 73 Charger. Like, I'm just gonna have my exhaust guy do that because that's just a Resto Mod, so it doesn't matter. So, yeah.
Waldron's midsize.
Yeah, I think you talked about this earlier. Scott asked me, did I see the Junker visiting rebody muscle cars? No, I haven't watched that. I probably should. If enough people have been telling me to watch that, I probably should, but I haven't. So.
You know, I did a video on rebodied muscle cars a long time ago. Ooh, speaking of which, without discussing the details of the car, what did you think of that tag I sent you the other day?
Well, it was a fake tag, so you can't really like say anything about the car. So
Right.
I mean, if it's got a fake tag, I'm out. So
yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yeah.
My friend bought it to drive. Does not care what it is, what it isn't. Doesn't matter. But it's interesting that it is an original air-conditioned car that has an air grabber on it, and the tag says air grabber. I think it says air conditioning too, which isn't a thing.
No, that's just wishful thinking. So somebody had AC, one had air grabber, and you can do that. You just have to notch the air cleaner to make it work.
Right,
so,
seen that.
Yeah, I've seen it a bunch of times. So, but
a tag that says both of those things,
well, yeah, obvious fake. I mean,
yeah.
and and it's not necessarily the fake fender tag that's the problem. It's what it says about the car is the problem for me. It's like if they bothered to do a fake fender tag, put the air grabber and the AC on it, what else they cheap out on? What else is wrong with the car? It could be fine, but like I'm not touching that car with a 10-foot pole unless I do a thorough inspection on it. So
I did, and we'll leave it at that. There were some discrepancies, and we'll leave it at that. Anyway, and I explained that to him, and again, he doesn't give a damn. It's a driver, and it is a sweet driver. But I was explaining this to him, like, when I first got the Demon, I was thinking, oh, I should have a new tag printed because I have the window sticker, so I have documentation proving what it is. But the moment you do that, hey, that's a fake tag. Why do you have that?
Yeah, right.
So I'm just not gonna have one, I guess.
It's like no blackout on a car. It's like the car might be fine, but that's just a giant red flag to me that the person who did the car like didn't finish it. So it's just a red flag. So
this car was black and it had a blackout, but they also bomb cam blacked like most of the engine compartment because I think it didn't get painted with the car. So they just did the blackout at the same time with that, and I just thought that was funny. Like, well, they did too much.
Yeah, I mean, I think there was 3 or 4 colors they didn't black out. B7, black, obviously, and I think there was 1 or 2 more. But
I thought like the dark red, maybe, or like the dark green too, right?
I think maybe F8. No, F8 did. I don't know. Whatever. There's a couple of didn't. So yeah.
The point is, yes, $5,000 for an exhaust system, which is absolutely insane. But the thing you have to consider is it's special Hemi car crap, and it's like every little detail correct, not just like a system that works.
Day code, part numbers. It's like, and when you have a Hemi code, they're like, okay, 2 things. First of all, I didn't realize the price when I ordered it, and I might have thought twice about it, but like I'd already ordered it. I got the bill, and it's like,
oof.
But it's for a 1970 Hemi Cuda, so it's like, and it's a different ball game. Like I understand, no one's going to pay that for an exhaust except if you have a Hemi Cuda. So yeah.
Jeff Hutchins said something about a centrifuge. Yes. My friend has a centrifuge, which he has offered to help condition fuel for me with. Did you guys see Dylan McCool's video on some collection he got? No. But I'm going to... About a huge collection full... I've seen pictures of these cars. About a huge collection full of rare, abandoned muscle cars. Nope, I haven't seen that.
No, he's not really on my rotation. I know I barely get to your videos some weeks. So
how dare you? I missed your last couple.
Well, you specifically asked me about the headliner.
I saw today,
so I know you watched today's video. So
car's sweet. I think I've missed a couple. There's just too much going on.
Yeah. They fall behind on comments here. It's insane.
Yeah, there's a lot. And I apologize, if we do miss your comment, but we have 275 people in here, which is, what's our record? Good. I don't even know. I think we saw 300 once.
Yeah.
But I saw 35 people watching from over at your place. Might even be more than that now. So.
I've got 34. You've got 241, according to my screen here. I don't know how correct that is.
But, yeah. It's not a competition or anything, but anyway. Granddad's Junk. Jamie, what is the Poly going into? The Poly is for my 1964 Power Wagon, and so I rebuilt the Poly to put it in that. Thing is, I have this crazy plan of body swapping it with that truck I did a video on today. Excuse me. But like, as I was explaining... Wait, what? I missed something, Braun 915. What story? As I was explaining in the video, I was just realizing like, oh, this is never going to happen. It was a cool idea though. Redline Mike is waiting for more Black Stepside Dodge content. Me too, bud. Me too.
Yeah, the amount of projects Jamie has piled up, including my crew cab, which I'm not really worried about, but like,
It's gonna
I'd
happen.
like to get the frame done before winter. So
I got to do Mitchell's Ram Charger engine like now. Like I'm gonna try and have it out and stuff happening by Wednesday. I need that out. I need yours done. Then I got to do this frame in the short bed truck, and at some point, I'm still waiting, but I need to get Jesh's green truck done as well. 4 trucks for other people. Ugh.
Yeah, Jamie last week, like, I'm not working for anybody else ever again. Then he says, "Oh, I gotta do a transmission on a Ram," like the next day.
Dude. I named a price. He said, "Yep," and I said, "Damn it."
There you go.
Anyway,
Hippie Long asked, question for Tom: do you have any A-body OEM stuff in inventory, specifically 1964 Dart rear window gasket seal? I don't carry the gasket seals. Precision sells those. I never made enough margin on them, and so I don't sell them. But there's a ton of companies who do. I really like Detroit Muscle Technologies. I order a lot of stuff from them. So I just got a window gasket for the 68 Power Wagon that Trev's actually putting in now when I should be helping him, but I'm on the live. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I would try them for the gasket. I don't carry that in stock. I do carry a lot of stuff in stock, but like I don't carry the gasket. So,
Rob Fitch is days away from 2 years. I want my red Fretzog. Jet City Mopar said turquoise swept lines are the best. You should build your new 64 into a Power Wagon. I know, it would be so cool. It would be so glorious. Nick and his dad did one exactly like that. They took a nice two-wheel drive body and a Power Wagon chassis with a big block and a 4-speed and mated the two, and it was awesome. And I really wanted it. And I've had the vision of doing that with my crappy one ever since. But it's just like, again, like there are at least 6 trucks in line ahead of that truck. So like,
yeah.
And what do I do with it when it's done? I have other Power Wagons and 4-wheel drives.
Somebody asked me this the other day, and this is a great question for you. How easy is it to do a 4-wheel drive conversion on a tin grill? Do you have to swap frames, or is it just bolt-in?
No. So, okay. It's complicated. It's easier if you swap the frame. The frames themselves, the main frame rails, are exactly the same. The gearbox on a 4-wheel drive is mounted on a bracket. It also turns the other direction. So if you want to do the factory push-pull steering, you have to get that set up, change to the 4-wheel drive box and the adapter. You can do crossover steering, and you actually do that with the 2-wheel drive box. But to clear it, you have to do like a big stupid lift. If you're lifting your truck at the same time as you do this conversion, do crossover steering. Keep the stock box. There are parts available to make it happen, and it's way, 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 way better. But anyway, the steering box situation is different on a 4-wheel drive. The engine cradle. 2-wheel drive has this huge cradle that mounts all the suspension stuff, and it goes under the engine, and that is in the way. A 4-wheel drive has a much smaller one, and obviously it doesn't have any of the control arm mount stuff. Somewhere out there, I have seen there is a swap cross member, and I don't know like who you buy it from. I've never seen it on the market, but the 78 crew cab that I restored had one of those. It was a D200 that was converted. And yes, they cut out the original, and then they put in this swap cross member. And it's really just a brace, because I think the engine mounts are actually separate. They're like up here, kind of.
I know the mounts are different.
Yeah. Yes, and the mount pads are like staggered kind of as well. But anyway, the big cross member is in the way, so that has to be modified or dealt with, removed entirely. The gearbox difference, but the rest of the frame is exactly the same. The holes where the leaf spring mounts go are on the 2-wheel drive frame, so you just get all the hardware and put the leafs on there. There are strut rod mounts at the front that are in the way. You have to cut those off as part of deleting the 2-wheel drive suspension, but it can be done. It can be done. It has been done many, many times. If you have the option to get a 4-wheel drive frame, do. On the swept line, it's way easier because they are the same. The only difference is you roll the straight axle out, you roll the 4-wheel drive front end in, you put lift blocks in the back and obviously a matched ratio for your front end, and then you put in a transfer case, which is always divorced, and you put in a drive shafts and party on. But yeah, tin grill's a lot more involved. It can be done.
Well, somebody was asking me on the crew cab I had because they want to do a 4-wheel drive swap on it. And I was like, I wasn't 100% sure the process of that. So,
yeah, for a crew cab, you would just want to do the swap because you're probably not going to find a 4-wheel drive crew cab frame. I mean, they're out there. I have one.
Yeah.
But
They're
yeah.
really hard to find. Yeah.
Yes.
A couple questions on here. James Frank, are either of you Seahawks fans? I'm watching the game right now as I follow you. I am. Jamie's not. He doesn't really care about sports. So
I don't do sports ball.
I like the Hawks. And if it was a regular season game, I'd probably be watching that now and not on the live. But it's a preseason game, so it doesn't matter. No one's playing. So, Snowmuck Act. Speaking of tags, window stickers, can anything been drawn from an IBM card? I'd love to get some info on my 67 Charger. No fender tag. No build sheet, broadcast sheet, very ratty muscle. Yeah, you can get the IBM card. You can get all the information on there. It has all the information on there. You can build a fender tag from an IBM card. Saying that, I don't know who's doing that right now. Chrysler Historical was. I tried to get one like a couple months ago and no one responded to me. So I'm not 100% sure they're still giving those out. I think they are, but yeah, call Chrysler Historical, get the IBM card. There are ways to decode that. There are people who can do it. I've dabbled in it a little bit, but it really depends on the quality of the copy too. They don't always give you, it's on microfiche, so the copy you get of the IBM card is not always fantastic. So
how late are IBM cards available? Like how late a year?
That's
67.
67. Yep.
Okay.
Just for the cars. There's earlier for trucks. I can't remember what the cutoff for trucks is, but cars is all the way up to 67, nothing 68 and up. So
gotcha. Dwight Wald Vogels a bit ago said, "Happy Sunday. Really enjoyed the Sweatline video. Keep up the good work." Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I got a lot done on that truck. At least like 3 or 4 people have offered to buy it. So that's good because Mike, he's thinking about it, but I don't think he's going to. So there you go. Jimmy Babs has been a member for 2 years. Look at that beautiful red Fratzog. Jimmy Babs dropped in and said, "Good evening, DDG and friends." Russ Peters said, "Being recognized at Walmart is a problem if it's the security guard telling you to go put on pants." Tony likes dog sports. Yes, Tony's all in on the dog sports. Tony could be listening right now.
It might be. Robbie Stingle asked, "How about the 340 68 to 70 HP exhaust manifolds cast iron tom?" Are you asking if I carry them? I don't. Vans Auto just reproduce those again. Northwest Performance, shakerhood.com used to have them. They ran out, and then Vans remade them again. I'm sure in partner with a couple, but I would just order from them. They have the best price. So
when you might not know this, but how far back were those available reproduced? Like
a
when
while.
Like
a while.
Like
probably
a long while?
15, 20 years probably when he made them.
So when Northwest Performance did?
Yep.
So the driver's side exhaust manifold for my Demon, I think I told you this a while back, is not a 71 Demon driver's side manifold. It is the earlier style, and it is a reproduction, and it's been on the car so long, Dale has no memory of it. He said, "I thought that was original. I don't remember changing that." And it clear, like he put headers on it in 2008. So like it had to be way before that.
It wouldn't have been. I mean, I don't know when he made them, but it would be after 2000, like at the earliest. So
interesting.
That's when he started making those parts in China. So
gotcha.
Wait, which side was it?
Driver's side.
Okay, because if it's passenger side, they didn't have a flapper valves. That's how you can tell. That's the easiest way to tell on the passenger side. So
well, the driver's it has no markings. It has 0 casting marks. There's nothing. And there's no maker's mark. There's no date. There's no like it hasn't been ground on. There's nothing like it's as it was cast. And you could just kind of look at it and go, well, that's not right. But it's the earlier style, bigger looking 340 driver's side manifold. I don't know, dude. It's weird, but I have another one. It's just it's a later casting date, so that's kind of a bummer. Might have to find one.
Philip asked, "Any advice where to find front wheel hubs for 69 Dart 10-inch brakes?" Can't seem to find any. I think you just got to find a used set of drums and, get it out.
The 9s don't exist, but I feel like the 10s might. Well, they're small bolt.
They make the drum, but they don't make the hub.
No. I think they're available somewhere.
Are they?
I think so, but maybe I'm thinking of Big Bolt. I swear I have seen these somewhere. I could be using my imagination right now. Hold on.
You definitely could be right, but I don't know off the top of my head. So,
well, there's a hub from Summit, but that's like race car stuff.
Yeah.
That's dual pattern. Wow. Summit. Brake hub. That's fancy Willwood stuff, but they do have them. They're even dual pattern, big bolt and small bolt. They're expensive. Oh, and they're straight from supplier. So they may not actually exist, but anyway. But that's not a stock part regardless.
Tom needs to find the original Fantasy Island Volare. I'd rock that. I don't know where it is, but I'd rock that.
I would also.
Yeah,
I would rock that in a field.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Actually, it looks like something Trev would own.
The only reason I want you to get your TRX fixed is so I can drive in my field.
Oh, it's happening, buddy. We need a jump.
I can do that.
A sweet jump.
Yeah, we'll have to wait till the rain starts and the ground gets a little softer. But yeah, totally, I'm down. Phillips does not want to convert looking for hubs. I mean, the easy thing to do is find a used set of A-body front 10-inch drums, but you have to swedge cut out the studs to get the hub out. So
yes.
Which is a bit of a process,
God.
So.
Don't just start wailing on the studs. You'll ruin stuff.
Yeah, the studs are in there. Like you have to there's a special cutter. It's this weird thing. It's hollow in the middle and then has like serrations on the end and it goes over the stud and it cuts out the base and then the hub will come out.
You can do it with a small hole saw, but it doesn't work well.
Yes.
Yeah, I've ruined multiples. Stuart Cody, is there any possible way you can get a fender tag if you just have the VIN? No. You need more documentation than that. Mm-hmm. They don't have any of that information. Mm-hmm. As we were just saying, 67 and back IBM cards are or were available from Chrysler Historical. Then you could take that and have it turned into a fender tag or whatever. But just a VIN doesn't get you.
No,
doesn't get you there.
Nope. And on 68 and before cars, you can't even match up the body numbers without a fender tag or a broadcast sheet because it has the vehicle order number on the body number, not the VIN number. So.
Robbie Stengel, interesting how early 318 cars with the same shape as the 68 to 70 HP manifolds. They're not the same. Not early 318 cars. A-body 1967 to 76. The driver's side manifold is almost the same for all V8 small blocks. Almost. There's the small port version and the big port version. 318s always had the small port version. It looks like the 340, 360 manifold, kind of. The driver's side, 68 to 70, what's the difference? It's like longer down below. Mm-hmm. It's like just shaped a little bit differently. It's the passenger side that's like very, very different. Because it's got that whole I don't even know how to explain it, but it looks different. It's got that kind of double Y look to it. But anyway, no, the 318 cars, it's a smaller port and the outlet is different. If you're looking at the outlet of one of those manifolds, if it has the thing on it for a cup, then it is the 318 manifold. If it needs a flat gasket, it's the 340, 361. And the hole's bigger as well.
Yeah, it's the only small block with the flat without the cup thing.
That's the 340, 361.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Stuart Cody asked, what exactly is an IBM card? So that is the card that Chrysler built the cars from. So they had an IBM computer back in the 60s. They had a card that's about this big, had a bunch of holes punched in it, had a numerical system, had the VIN on it, had the dealer number, had all the information on it. So it's literally what Chrysler used to build the cars on the assembly line. That's what produced the broadcast sheet, the fender tag. It all came from the IBM card. And they have copies of the IBM cards from 1967 and before. They don't have the later ones. I actually found those in later cars. I had a 76 Dart that was a Seattle police car. I actually found an IBM card underneath the floor mat in that car. So you do see them on later cars, but Chrysler doesn't have anything past 67. So
wow. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Philip. So the one thing, just going back to the 10-inch drum brake thing, the good news for you is that people get rid of those brakes all the time. No one wants them.
Yeah, people do disc brake conversions, so they're out there.
You know how many sets I've gotten for free? Multiple. Mm-hmm. So I have a set here. Do I have all the... I don't know. And I probably wouldn't want to get rid of them anyway because I like having that kind of stuff around. I put 10-inch drums on the Barracuda. I think I have another set. But anyway, the point is, anyone doing a disc brake swap on an A-body, at least a V8 car, is going to want to get rid of a set of 10-inch drum brakes really cheap. So I've been able to find those parts several times, but that's me. Squirrelitis posted up a picture of an IBM card in the community room on Discord. It's not a Mopar specific one. It's just an IBM card.
It's the
which
same
is
thing. IBM cards and
yeah,
IBM.
it's a punch card.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's a numerical system. So they had like it was labeled like 1 through 9 on there, and then had a number 1 through 10 down here. So it was 1, and then whatever down. So if it was 8 down, it was 108 or whatever, and that's how they did it. So
Old
it's
school computer stuff.
old technology. Yes.
Yeah. My dad was like an early adopter computer guy, and in his boxes and boxes of stuff, I remember seeing like hundreds of those punch cards. They're all pink though.
Mhm.
Spitfire Mike, I think your 64 D100 I would keep. It's a sweet truck. There's no reason for me to keep it. Only change would be a column shift 3 on the tree. Yeah, but then I have to find the parts to do that. Like, why would you do that when you could put a 4-speed in it? I have all the parts to do that right now, times 2. Fix the front end slop. Yeah, and that would be nice. It needs an alignment. It probably needs kingpins. That's normal.
They all do.
Yep, the gold truck does really bad.
Dead Cougar didn't Ford computerize their systems first. I'm not sure. That wouldn't surprise me. When Robert McNamara went there after World War II, he was a huge early adopter on that computerizing stuff and part of the whiz kids at Ford. So I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't know that for a fact.
Cooler line diodes suck. That's funny.
What is your least favorite engine from the 60s and 70s?
Yours? What's yours?
Um,
Least favorite engine? FE Ford? I don't actually. They're kind of cool, but they're a bastard to work on.
They're really heavy too.
Well, yeah,
like really,
that's
really,
true.
really heavy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cadillac, and they're cool too. They're kind of weird, but Buicks are
Corvair
cool.
engines. I don't know. Like opposite side, they're weird. I don't know.
Corvair. Final answer.
Yeah, sure.
Mopar
Today
can
on
do
Ru-
no wrong in my eyes.
Today on Rust Kickers, comparing swept lines.
Nice. Turkey's Bus is a 1973 Dodge Dart Swinger with a slant 6 with performance parts running and driving worth $4K. Original paint, needs a driver's quarter, Midwest car. In the Northwest, they seem to go around there. I will say, like, lower end project cars just are getting harder and harder to sell. So I don't know, and I'm not looking at the car you're looking at, but that doesn't sound insane to me today. Now, I would have bought that. In fact, I did buy that in 2009 for $900, and I thought I overpaid. It had rust in 1 quarter. It had a tiny bit of vinyl top rust. It was original paint except some touch-up areas. Original interior. It drove home. It had a Super 6. It was a great car. There was nothing wrong with it. And the whole way home, I'm just kicking myself like, why did I pay $900 for this stupid thing? Times have changed.
Vanessa's trying to sell hers. That's a clean car. Like,
Yes.
I was very tempted on that. Like, she has way more money in than she's asking
Yes.
for it.
I wanted to buy that from her way back before she did anything to it. And then, yeah, she kind of started putting a lot into it. And she did tell me a price at one time. And it was just a little too much for me. Not that it wasn't worth it, just too much for me. And then I got my blue one. So it was like,
Yeah.
I'm good.
David mentioned, hello, Sophie's Choice stream.
What?
Rademacher says, hello, Sophie's Choice stream. He's
Nice.
Which stream to choose?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm pretty sure we did hit 300 once. Rooster says the record's 294 though. Huh.
Okay.
Interesting.
What are
Yada
they
yada
now?
yada 1970 Charger. Yes. If you want to see a spoiler on an upcoming video, scroll to the end of today's video, like minute before the end, something like that. I showed a shot of it. For some reason it looks yellow in the picture. Multiple people have said, "Oh, it's yellow." No, it's white on white. It's very white.
Steven asked about my t-shirt. So the 24 Hours of Lemons race is this weekend at Pacific Raceways,
Taco
which
Cat.
is one of my favorite weekends. So it's actually a race team. It's Taco Cat backwards is race car spelled backwards. So it's race car Taco Cat. It's a super team. It's like if you
I
get
think
that
I
joke,
said,
so.
did you know Taco Cat spelled backwards is Taco Cat on a video like 4 years ago?
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like I love doing lemons. I judge for it, and I will say, I really want to run a DeSoto and lemons. No one's ever done it before. I have procured a DeSoto, and I have verbal agreement with Jamie to help me with that, and we're really
Yeah.
hoping to do it next year. But like my problem right now is I have 3 long-term projects at the shop here at Rocket, and like I got to get those done before I can commit to a project like that. So
I have a brilliant idea.
okay, I'm listening.
We're going to need a cylinder head for a Perkins P4C. But I have all of the parts aside from that.
Oh God,
I have a bell housing, and it's for the later 3-speed, the actual like kind of good 3-speed.
I know where you're going, and I don't know if I like it, but
do you want the IOE or not?
We can get an IOE with the big block, trust me.
Well, fine.
The only good thing about that is we'd only have to fill up like once a day, which would be nice. So
Oh yeah. Oh dude, no one's ever gotten 25 miles a gallon in lemons before.
yeah. Even with a is it 59 DeSoto or 50? I don't even remember. I think it's a 59.
It's a 59.
Yeah, it's a 59. Yeah. So
dude, Perky gets like I haven't actually calculated it, but like it's a lot of miles per gallon.
are you driving that out this week? Because I really want to do a video on that.
I could.
Okay. I believe the lift's open too. You could bring the charger out too, and I could do that sending unit. That's another video I've been meaning to do. So I've had people ask me about that. So
Yeah.
I can do the sending unit on that. But I got there's a repeated thing in Mopar is the sending unit, the rebrush and sending units are always crap. And Van says they updated their sending units, and Jamie's charger has one of the old ones in that doesn't read right.
Yes, it's
so,
very bad.
I really want to. They said they fixed them, so I want to change it out in Jamie's charger and see if it actually works or not.
That'd be awesome.
Claim if it's BS, because that would be a good entertaining video. It would also be a good evergreen video. So
yeah, we've been talking about this for a year.
Unfortunately, the CUDA's been stuck on the lift for 2 months, but I got the dipstick, so hopefully the exhaust goes in. Well, I don't think Trev's coming in tomorrow, but hopefully the exhaust gets in this week, and then lift should be open by the end of the week, hopefully. So
Roger. For a brief shining second, we had 296 people, so that might be a record.
I'm up to 47 on my channel. That might be a record for me.
Wow, that's sick. Johnny Grasso wants to know, how many chargers do you need, Jamie? Just one more.
There's no such thing as too many chargers. Don't judge.
My one regret, and I would trade that 69 charger project I had for Perky again in a heartbeat right now. No problem. I don't feel bad about that decision. I love Perky. Perky's the best. It's also almost paid for itself already. But anyway,
seriously,
actually, depending on how you count, it has. But I wish I still had the 69 so that I would have all three. But no. It's 299. It could. Oh, it says 300.
Yes.
That was loud. Sorry. 300 people.
We have another hour left too.
I know, it's crazy.
We could go higher. Yeah.
It's all happening.
It's all happening.
Couldn't have done it without you.
I'll take credit.
That's fair.
G-Uns, can anyone here recommend a good independent Toyota mechanic in Seattle? 99 V6 Camry. I really don't know very many people up there. Hopefully somebody in the chat can. I don't really have any recommendations, unfortunately, for you.
People ask me for do you know a good Mopar mechanic in the Northern California or in New York State, or no, I don't know any other good Mopar mechanics, period. I don't know. And I'm sorry, but we don't have a network. We don't have a big club. I don't.
Well, and there aren't that many people do what we do.
And there's that.
There's just so few people. So
yes. E-Monk, just finished watching your Sweepline video. You have the patience of a saint. Thank you. And my finger still hurts. I finished it.
I got through about 10 minutes of that when I was cooking dinner for the kids tonight, so I'll try to finish it tonight.
Oh, so you didn't see me smash my finger in the door.
Dude, you hurt yourself more than any good mechanic I've ever met in my life. I think most good mechanics don't hurt themselves. You hurt yourself all of the time.
It's constant. I'm clumsy. I lack spatial awareness.
I do the same thing, but I'm 6'5" and a klutz, and you're a much better mechanic than I am. So it's I do the same thing, but yeah.
But I'm also a klutz. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a problem.
Grab the cherry picker to pull an FE cast iron. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw that. It's hilarious. You just have to disassemble half the engine first. My friend Neil had a sweet 64 Fairlane, Fairlane Victoria? Fairlane something. And it had 6-barrel on it. And because they're Ford, they mount the carburetors backwards. And they put the linkage on the wrong side. And they use a crossover linkage to get the throttle over to the other side. It is the stupidest, but it's Ford. So, like, it has to be backwards. It has to be wrong. Anyway, I went through those carbs for him. I resealed the intake. And that is when I learned about FEs. This was like a decade ago. That's when I learned about FEs because, you have to take the rockers off and remove the push rods to get the intake off because they go through it. And then the valve covers seal to both. It's so dumb. They actually...
It's kind of like Poly 318 versus an LA 318. They're just like overbuilt and way too heavy. But it's because they're built in the 50s. They're designed in the 50s. So they hadn't quite figured some of that stuff out. So.
Right. I'm at a point of comfort with the Poly engine. I really like it. The push rod, the staggered push rod thing always weirded me out. And I didn't quite know how to service them correctly, but I do know that now because I've done 426 Hemi stuff. So now I just look at it like, oh, it's that, but simpler.
Yeah, the other nice thing about there's a team in Lemons called the Nacho Friends. They drive like a 90s Celica. But they always bring us nachos every race, which is fantastic. So
I saw the Nacho Friends.
They're awesome.
Rooster didn't watch today's video. He said, "What? Wait, Jamie got a 70 Charger?"
Well, not yet, but
it is as good as mine.
It's happening. It's happening.
Yes, it's all happening. I have made a deposit on it. I just have to go. I don't see it. I have to go seal the deal, or complete the transaction.
Apparently, people do want us to do a Perkins diesel and a DeSoto.
Telling you. Oh no. It's the swap the internet wants. And here's the thing. Actually, I don't know what the thing is. We're gonna have to find like a Massey Ferguson tractor for an engine donor. I have the bottom end, and we could very easily fix the bottom end, the original Perky bottom end. That would not be a problem. But I scrapped the head because it was that bad. Yes, today's video was a swept line, but at the end of the video, there is a spoiler.
Gotta watch the whole video.
Yeah. Slater, Jamie, have you done a video on repairing throttle shafts on an AVS2? No, I have not. I've never done that, and I don't think I'm the guy for bushing throttle shafts.
Yeah, that's a whole level of...
Yeah.
DJ called me. I won Class C in a Daihatsu Charade and didn't get IOE. So for those who don't know, IOE in the 24 Hours of Lemons is the top prize. It's the index of affluency. Doing the most with the least. The problem is they kind of have a policy where you can only win one award. So if you win Class C, you generally can't get an IOE. There are exceptions, but generally that's the case. So I'm a judge. I'm the one who actually picks the awards. I'm the one who picks the IOE with obviously input from other people. Yeah, that's generally how it works. If you win Class C, you generally don't win IOE. So,
Old Iron insists that the P4 never came in Massey Ferguson tractors, and he's going to unsubscribe.
Okay.
Perkins P4 236. How do I keep getting parts that say Massey Ferguson tractor on them then? I don't understand. Oh, no, it's not that one. That's not it. No, it's the 4192. Why did I believe what the internet told me? Oh, that's a later one. Anyway, the point is... David, when you crush the body of the 64 Power Wagon, I want to see it die. No, it's coming to your house. That's what we're going to do.
That's the natural home for it.
Yes.
Dave's house. Disney got a Fury 3, 69 Fury 3 convertible. Always wanted one. Pretty nice car. I love C-body convertibles. They drive fantastic. I've had lots of them over the years. I'm going to have more over the years. They are fantastic. I love those cars. So
Yeah. The 236 is the later one, the A4. That makes sense.
Stage Zero Garage. My youngest has an application in advance, hoping to get us a job there. He can get employee discounts. That'd be fantastic. I'd love to hear some inside stories of that place. They have quite the operations going there. So.
Are the rockers backwards on the nail head? I've never done anything with the nail head Buick. You can do it. Scoop said BRB. We'll wait. What are you doing?
I just heard children outside. They're alone watching videos. Brandy's gone for 3 more days, so
you might hear the children here.
that might be it.
Yes, they're making
just heard
some squawks.
Yeah, I basically told them, unless you're bleeding, don't come out here. So
nice, good.
They're watching videos. They're fine.
No, Rob Fitch. The crappy one I had was the 69. So I now have had all 3 of that generation. If I still had the 69, then I would have all 3 at once. Will B says, I'm not fixing something correctly if I don't draw blood. Exactly. This guy gets it.
Mm-hmm. You have to sacrifice yourself to the Mopar gods to finish the job. So
Mark says, Jamie does hurt himself, but you have to remember he works with one hand. Now that's talent.
I know I was trying to do the film in the wagon, and I'm like trying to film in 3 on the tree, and I'm like,
I know, I heard you complaining about it.
Out of hands. So
it's tough. It's tough.
It is.
Old Iron says the channel fell off when I sold my 57 Ford that was actually a 58 Ford. Yeah, because he's that big a fan. He doesn't know what year my Ford was.
Robbie asked, do you guys have problems finding small block 727 transmissions?
Yes.
They're getting hard to find. They're getting very hard to find. I've got a couple cores. I always buy them when I find them. But yeah, I mean, they didn't come behind much. Like it's basically a 340 pre-72, and then a lot of the 360s got them in the 70s, and that's in trucks, so that's generally where you find them. But they're getting hard to find. So.
Lots and lots of B bodies though before 70-ish. Small block 727.
No, they're all 904s for the most part.
Not before 19.
Can I wear this dress?
I don't see why not.
No, I mean all the B bodies got 904s.
B bodies
64 up. Yeah.
From 64?
Well, not 65 because it was
Polly's didn't.
Yeah, Polly's got 727s, but they were all in training. So
no, until 65.
I'm pretty sure in 65 Polly's got 904s. Pretty sure.
No, they didn't. 66 wagon. Took it out myself. 727.
Had a slip load small block 727 in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Polly's like always had 727s. And I could swear that your average 318 B body did until like 1969, but I don't know. I could also be mixing that up with the 8 1/4 axle swap.
Definitely. That was 69 when that came out. So
anyway, lots and lots of trucks had them. So they're out there, but they're harder to find. Like I think I have 2 big block ones now, and I have 0 small block ones. So there you go.
That AMC guy, Jamie, hurts himself just so we can feel. That's dark.
Changing my name to Trent. Hippie Long says Jamie needs a 65 Barracuda Commando with correct pedals, white with gold stripes. Yes, I want it. Did you give me a price? You didn't give me a price. Or did you? I could be mixing your Barracuda up with another Barracuda. Are you north of the border? Yeah, I might be mixing up 2 different cars because there were 2 white ones. One of them was in pieces. One of them was a whole car. I want one. I want that.
Brandon asked, how do we get IBM card info? I've always just gone to the Chrysler Historical site, and I believe there's an email on there to send it, I believe. Somebody in the chat, I'm sorry, I can't remember who, said they just got info recently. Maybe they can post where they got it. There was an email to a lady called Danielle I had, but I said last time I sent it to her, I did not get a reply. But just go to the Chrysler Historical website. I think the information's on there.
Clever Raptor, is the Studebaker finally gone? I sold it this spring. I delivered it to California.
Mm-hmm. Didn't you have a couple, though?
Studebakers?
You were working on one.
The white one, Vivian's car. No, I had the blue one. And then I had the red 66, which I sold to my neighbor Steve. I could have another 49 Studebaker right now. It's like dark purple, kind of, but it's a little rich for my blood.
Those just don't do much for me, honestly. I mean,
it was fun, but yeah, no, it's the blue one was the right price, and this one is not the right price.
Yeah.
Dave wants to know where I'm going to park the other Charger. Don't worry about where I'm going to park the other Charger.
That's come on. Like, you're not a real car person if you're worried about where you're going to park it. Like, it will be figured out.
It'll be fine.
So it'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess we do need to do that sending unit video because a lot of people want to know about that.
Well, I mean, I'm getting a lot of comments. I think it would do well. So yeah, if you can drive the Charger in this week, it's supposed to be good weather, so we can get on the lift and do that. Just the thing is, I can't have it with a full tank, so I don't know where it's at right now. But
I don't either because the gas gauge is inaccurate.
That's true. Yeah.
Actually, now I would have to add some gallons to get there, but it's not like super full or anything.
Yeah, just make sure it's under half a tank, preferably, or else I'm going to get a gas bath. I've done that before. It's not fun.
No, it'll be below half a tank. Did you know that Bob spelled backwards is Bob? Perky. DDG Lemon Racing Team. No, we'd have to come up with some clever team name and, themed outfits and...
Oh, we're going to. And I mean, I have 2 ideas for DeSoto. And again, I'm open to other ideas, but like Spanish Inquisition, for DeSoto.
So we're gonna dress in red, and we're gonna all have mustaches,
and have like the chair with the lady, where we're like
the comfy chair.
Yes, but the problem is somebody did it. Somebody did it like 2 years ago. Because I was doing research on this when I first got the DeSoto, because I was all excited about it. Somebody did it, but you know what? We can do it better. So
yeah, screw them.
Yes.
The guy that leads the Spanish Inquisition bit looks like my dad. I don't remember which one of them it is, but it looks like my dad, and it always weirds me out. I'm all in. Dan Orcutt has gifted 10 DDG memberships. Thank you, Dan.
Nice.
Oh, and Rooster's confused. So over on my side, we've got 247 right now, but 295 is our combined number. I get that number here. You can't see it, but that's between both of our channels.
Yeah, we're at 47 and 247 right now.
There you go.
Yep,
math.
Both up. Yeah, not throttle shaft shooting answer that one.
Scoop saw a blue Ram TRX on the highway. It was badass. Dude, they're so cool. They're just the coolest trucks. I love them. I used mine to move a trailer the other day. I still can't actually drive it. I'm going to be straightening an axle housing in the near future.
Good luck with that.
Thanks. Oh, I just had a good idea. Fern's like playing pretend with dolls or something, just making this weird squeaky voice.
Tom and Jamie, what's your least favorite Mopar? Honestly, guys, I don't really like these questions because I like most Mopars. Honestly, it's probably the first gen Barracuda just because everybody talks about the window, but whatever.
Dare you? Oh, because of the controversy.
Because of it, only because of the rear window. So
yeah, I still get comments like that all the time.
Yeah.
Despite your best efforts.
I did a whole video on it, and honestly, it's one of the better ones I've ever done. So
it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
No one was watching my channel at the time, but yeah.
KJ Keeley, hi guys. Dodge calls it the Frat Zog. What did Plymouth call their logo? Didn't they just call it the sailing ship, even though it didn't look like a sailing ship anymore?
I don't know. I don't know what they called it.
It's the Plat Zog.
I'm sure they had a name for it, but I don't know what it was. So.
I think it's the sailing ship. I think even the late one I've seen referred to as the sailing ship, but it doesn't look like a sailing ship anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Just that weird, whatever.
Do you guys sell small block 727s? I mean, I probably have a couple back there, but I always like having a couple cores. You never know when you might need them. So,
yeah.
Yeah, man, small block 727 used to be everywhere. That's the same with everything. Like, it's dumb stuff like shock plates for 8 3/4. Like, you cannot find those anymore. There's none out there.
Yeah. Oh. Everyone's mad that you hate the first gen Barracuda. That's not even what he said.
I haven't gotten down there yet.
You suck. First gen Barracuda, you traitor.
Okay, this is why I don't like those questions. What do you hate?
Yeah,
what do you
exactly.
Or whatever. And
exactly.
I said the only reason I said that is because of the stupid rear window comments. So
just don't say anything about Rush, the band, and we're gonna be fine.
Rush.
Harvey Budman, attorney at law.
I get my 727s from Motorhome. Some of those are the short tail shaft that one are weird.
Yeah, and they have this stupid brake on some of them as well.
They don't really work.
It was Michael Palin that led the Spanish Palin, whatever.
Okay.
That led the Spanish Inquisition.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple people knew that. Yeah, okay, that is obviously a sailing ship, but that's not the one we're talking about.
Yeah, it's the later Plymouth logo because they had a bunch of logos in the 60s. Though they had like that one on the hood, and they had the
Crippled Chrysler Garage with another question. For the Big Block 727, which specified Type A fluid, is the best equivalent Type F. So Dex Merc, modern Dex Merc is the descendant of Type A. Type F is the Ford stuff. The friction modifier package is different. I use Type F because it's gooder. It makes any torque flight shift better, and a firmer shift is a happier shift.
Same.
So that is what I would run. But if you want to be technical, the modern equivalent, it was Dextron 3, and now you usually just see it referred to as ATF, Dexmerc, or good old O'Reilly calls it premium automatic transmission fluid. No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. Our chief weapons are fear and surprise. Fear, surprise, ruthless efficiency. Conquistador racing.
We could do a really good version of that, I think. So,
Oh, yeah.
My other thought was like some sort of Mad Men 60s thing where we all show up drunk, but I don't know. Whatever.
That might be a problem for those who are driving.
Well, it'd be, you know, you do judging on Friday, so you're not racing on Friday.
Fair enough.
So,
Fair enough.
Yeah. Well, fake drunk, you know, I'll have drinks and, you know, it's like whatever.
Fair
so.
enough.
On a scale of K car to Tin Girl, how late am I? Probably swept line. I think that's where we're going there. So,
Granddad's Junk. I think in 62 the bell housing pattern changed along with the crank flange. No, the bell pattern is the same. The pin locations may have moved. The dowel pin locations. I'm actually not 100% on that. But yes, the flange, also the extension stick out of the crank flange changed. But the block itself, poly engine, because early Hemis are the same bolt pattern too, but they have the dowels different.
it's the same. And then but a lot of guys in 61s want to get rid of the cast iron torque flights. All you have to do is change the crank on the big block and it fits.
Yes, the big block definitely is just the crank. I'm not sure on the poly. I've never actually looked. I even had a 61 poly for a time, but I never had it out. So I just don't know. I just don't know if the 56 to 61 poly block had the dowels in the later location or if it was different like the early Hemi. I suspect it. I just don't know.
Yeah. Jazzman says, I don't have a car problem. I have a storage problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Bullet nose dudes are cool, Johnny Grassa, but neither of these were bullet nose. Dave, do you own the Hudson? No, I don't own the White Hudson. I've got to finish the White Hudson, and then I get a crappier Hudson as payment for finishing it.
Cop Car Steve says, greetings to the Great White North and long live Mopar police car. Absolutely.
Yo.
I was offered 2 free CHP cars in California, and I think I may pass on them. Like, I'm at that point in my life where I'm passing up free CHP cars, and it's...
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that, but...
Jeff Hutchins, fans had 727s, didn't they? Yes.
Most of them, yeah.
Yes.
NY Times, hey Tom, huge thanks for posting the engine wire harness replacement. So hopefully I'm replacing my 68 Charger. Yeah, no problem. Engine harnesses really aren't that complicated. They're pretty simple. You just kind of lay them out and everything kind of like goes where it goes. But yeah, I did one on the Superbird a while ago, and that was kind of in a good evergreen video I did. So
I did one on a 1967 Coronet like 3 years ago. But it's not a competition or anything.
You want a gold star?
Yeah, I do.
Do you want a cookie?
Where's my cookie? Do you know why Chrysler, this is a clever Raptor question, do you know why Chrysler went from the 273 Commando to the 340? Why no 318 Commando?
Because they could.
Because they could. I think because they knew they were going to need more.
No, you know why? There's a direct reason. Because Chevy had the 327, so they had to beat the
They
Chevy.
needed more.
That's why. I mean, the Chevy had the 327. They went to 340, so that's why they did it. Yeah. I mean, that's why they did it. So
that makes sense. But the other thing about the 318, there was an LA 318 finally starting in 1967, but the 318 was already well established as a bread and butter low performance workhorse engine, the Poly 318. So the LA 318 basically just filled its shoes to modernize the 318 and, cheapen it, whatever. all the other improvements that were included in the 273. That was the 318's spot in the lineup. I just don't see how a high performance 318 really benefits them. There were high performance poly engines in the first, was it 57 and 58? Something like that. They did exist, but after that, basically, it was just a low performance engine.
Yeah, the 57 Fury had a dual quad poly 318 in it, so
which is sick, by the way.
Yeah. Wow, I got way behind.
I think I did too. We got 305 people here, so thanks for joining us. Nice. Why did the Plymouth 350 only last 1 year? Because they made it bigger. 361 and then 383. I think it's funny that they made both a 350 and a 361 in the first year. It makes no sense.
Yeah, it was weird. And then they made the low deck 383. Like, yeah.
Or the tall. Well, yeah. Well, no, the low deck existed first, and then the tall deck.
Yeah, but it was a 383.
Yes, they made a tall deck 383 just so they could say it was a 383 because the 383 was so popular.
Mm-hmm.
E-Monk wants to know, when are you going to work on the banana? I don't know. 2035? I'm just
too many projects.
I'm out in the weeds, man. There's too much going on that has to be finished. That's so much more important than that.
Well, you have to come with a goal. Like, you got to finish it to go somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. And currently it's a bell without a ball. So
yeah, exactly. So
here's the thing for that truck. My plan is to get it NHRA approved as an exhibition vehicle, so it can make exhibition runs at NHRA tracks. To do that, you have to submit chassis plans and get it approved by the NHRA before you build it. If I don't do that, if I just build it, I'm at track owners' discretion. Like, maybe they'll let it run, maybe they'll just say no.
It does look pretty sketchy, and honestly you do too, so
exactly. It is sketchy. So yeah, there you go.
D1 Menace asks, question, were the late 70s Charger 300 and Cordoba basically the same car? Yes. They were all new bodies, so they were the exact same car. Chassis was identical. So
the Cordoba was new for 75, right?
Yes, I believe
it was a cheapened, simplified B body, and they ended up using that platform, that car, for everything. Basically.
Yep.
Because cheap.
Yep.
Mark is a vote for second gen Barracudas. I thought we were talking about our least favorite. Yeah,
Sure.
second gen Barracudas are cool, specifically fastbacks though. Sorry, Mark. DGC 474, is your Demon a forever car? If not forever, for a very, very long time. I have no interest in getting rid of that, which is unfortunate because it's worth more now than it will ever be again.
A lot more.
I could get so much money for that car, but it's irreplaceable. That car doesn't exist anywhere else. It's the only one there ever will be. I already own it. I owe $2,300 on that car as of yesterday.
$2,300? Wow.
I owe $2,300. I paid $30,000
Almost
for it.
paid off.
I owe $2,300. I could have doubled my money on it a long time ago. I could do better than that now, probably by quite a bit when it's put back together with all the right stuff. But I don't want to. I like that car. It's my car.
It's a really neat car. It's funny. I have had like high-end collectors ask me about that car. Like, just kind of take me off the side and be like, hey, does Jamie want to sell?
Yep.
Like, I'm totally serious. I'm not joking. Like, at McCacken,
Yep.
I had somebody go up to me and be like, hey, if Jamie ever wants to sell that, let me know. And I was like,
Yep.
okay. I'll let him
And he
know,
mentioned it to me, and I was like, and this was a while back as well. And I threw out a crazy, what seemed to me at the time to be an absolutely insane number. And Tom was like, do you want me to tell him that? And I was like, no, don't tell him that, because he's going to say, yup.
That's the problem with throwing out a number. They might say yes.
Yep.
So, Rush is the only good thing from Canada. I don't know. I like some
That's
Canadians.
not fair. Primus sucks. That's for damn sure. Shibs for the win. Any tips on hot rodding a 3.9 LAV6? No. Get on the Dakota group. I don't know anything about 3.9s. People keep asking me about 3.9s. We'll do 3.9 stuff. Someone in a comment, it was AMC guy, just today, said, when will we see 3.9 V6 stuff? And I responded, when all of the V8s are gone.
Every single one.
When they're all gone, then we can do 3.9 stuff.
The only way Jamie's going to do a 3.9 is if somebody gives him a Dakota. Like, this is the only way that's going to happen. So, and it could happen, but yeah.
No, I actually do have interest in it. And don't get me wrong. I think 3.9s have their place, and I do have interest in them. If they fit in A-bodies, I would have done one 10 years ago because I was really interested in that idea, but the mounts aren't there. So you have to, like, make up plates and stuff, and it's just like, why would you? Oh, and there's no oil pans. So, like, why would you do all that?
Yeah. It's a lot of work.
It just makes no sense to me. So,
Led Stinger says, being influenced by you guys in UTG, thanks. Looking at Trail Dusters is my forever car. I love Trail Dusters. I've got a green one. I really need to get back to that project. I'm kind of buried in customer cars right now, but like the problem with that car is like it runs and drives now, but to take the next step is going to be a week of work, and I just haven't had that. I got to do the steering box, fix the dash. I got to do a bunch of other stuff. Although I did think I found an NOS steering box in California on my last trip, so it may move up on the project list. If it's the right one, I gotta see if it's the 4-wheel drive one or the 2-wheel drive one. Which I don't think you can tell from the outside. I think you have to spin it, like see which direction it turns. I think, but
yeah.
But if I got an NOS box for it, they may move up. Also, I stashed it on my dad's because I started running out of storage, so I have to get it back here. So
yeah, see, we can solve these problems. What? Dang it! I just saw one right by that comment. Where did it go? Oh, Jeff Hutchins said, Jamie, if you start bad-mouthing Rush again, I'm switching over to Tom's channel.
Just saw that.
Hippie Long said, first gen CUDA fans unite. He knows I own one, and he still said that. My Barracuda's a forever car, too. I will not get rid of that thing. We've been through too much.
You understand, guys, I just say this stuff to get a rise out of Jamie sometimes, right? I don't actually mean most of this. So.
Well, and he wasn't even talking about the car. He was more talking about the people that talk about the car.
What about lumberjack racing for lemons? That's actually been done.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay.
Yeah, there's a Canadian team who did that. The thing about lemons is they're having their 20th anniversary this year at Laguna Seca, which I would honestly love to be at that race. I don't have a functioning car right now. But a lot of the themes have been done. So a lot of the themes have been done. So
yeah, Simpsons already did it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Simpsons.
We could name our team Simpsons Did It Racing.
That would be good. I don't know.
And just do all of the themes. Do all of them.
I don't know if anybody's done that. That is genius, Jamie. I like that. Although the thing is, we're going to do a DeSoto and we have a theme. But like when we do the A-body,
Simpsons Did It Racing.
That's the plan, guys. So it's like, so the IOE is the top award in lemons. I've won it twice. We had a 67 Fury and then we had a Barracuda with a slant 6 that we won it with. And there's very few people who have won 3 IOEs. And I want to win 4. So I want to win with the DeSoto. Then we're going to build an A-body with the slant 6 first and see how fast we can make it. And then we'll make a fast car after that. So we'll put a V8 in it or something. So
hell yeah.
Although the Barracuda we had a 170 slant 6 in that thing, 4-speed. Indestructible. Every race, it was slow as hell, but indestructible. When we put the 360 in, it blew up 4 races in a row. So
I got a 170. It's got a turbo on it right now, but
the plan was with the 170. Apparently, there's a thing where you can do a stroker kit on those, and that was always the plan. But then we got bored going so slow. So
and that's the thing. Like you can do so much to still be very slow.
Mm-hmm.
Robert said there is no bad Mopar except for the bad ones. Cop Car Steve heard the Charger Pursuit police car is coming back with the Hurricane 6 coming to an agency soon near you. All of our questions about the Hurricane's strength and longevity are going to be answered by law enforcement. Isn't that great?
Yeah,
I think it's great. We're going to learn so much. They're going to be available for like 1 year.
Yeah, I've been kind of looking for an XJ Cherokee because my daily driver is getting very, very tired, and I think it would make a good video just having a daily driver XJ. I've always kind of wanted one, so I've been looking at a Washington State surplus because a bunch have been showing up there lately. But they had a 2013 Chevy Caprice, which is basically like an Australian GTO.
Right.
Like they're really, really fast.
Those are cool.
And there's one out for auction right now, and it's original WSP, which I love. WSP cars is my deal. Washington State Patrol. But I talked to a buddy who owned one, and he told me no. Like he's one of the most talented mechanics I've ever met in my life, and he just said no. He texted me back no, just no. He had one, and they're like a nightmare to work on, like, and they're not reliable in any way, shape, or form. So WSP used them for 6 months, and then like got rid of all of them because they were like.
I remember seeing one once. And then, yeah.
Well, apparently, like you can't turn the rotors, and the rotors are like $500 a piece or something. Like, there's all this weird stuff where it's not like a simple fix. You have to spend all this money. All the parts have to come from Australia because it's based in Australia and Holden. So
yeah, it's a problem. McLovin, who was formerly an officer of the law, says, "Darn right they will be. We'll be seeing some serious stress tests." He knows how this works. Yes, Al Bundy had 3 different dusters, which he called his Dodge. His Dodge was 3 different dusters.
Yep.
Slow as hell. Oh, we'll see how the Perky DeSoto does. The only problem with the Perky DeSoto would be the fact that we'd have to just cover it in diapers because, yeah.
Yeah, they don't like that.
They frown on that kind of thing.
They don't like that. Yeah, the biggest problem with the 727 and Lemons is they always puke out of the dipstick. We always had problems with that. They always puke out of the dipstick.
Going around corners and stuff.
So you almost have to like get a locking dipstick, which they do sell actually. But that was like the biggest problem we ever had with the 727 because we had the 4-speed in there, had nothing but problems with it. And then 727, we never had one problem with the engine, with the transmission on the car with the 727. 727, ratchet shifter, 1, 2, 3, manual valve body, no problems.
Party.
Yep. Cop Car Steve asked if I'm going to do anything with the CHP 880. I'd really like to. I just bought that parts car. Honestly, I haven't even popped the hood on that parts car. I need to see if that engine turns. If it does, maybe we can get it running and then maybe do an engine swap. But honestly, I should just spend the money and like actually rebuild the motor. But I don't, dude. It's getting so expensive to rebuild motors. I mean, I've got a Jamie and it's still like, I mean, we used to have 273 on the cheap and it was like $5,000. Like it's $4,000 or $5,000 to rebuild a motor anymore. There's no way to do it cheaper.
Yep.
It's getting insanely expensive to do that.
How's the forklift? Asks IH.
Smoking a lot. A lot.
Hell yeah.
Like there are no mosquitoes when we're running the forklift, so.
Yes, Dave, I do have a spare buddy tool exhaust cross member. I removed the one from my Barracuda for your Barracuda. You're welcome.
You still have the turbo slant Valiant, right? Like,
yeah, it's at my mom's house. Plymouth on Plywood was going to buy it. He was like ready to come buy it. And I was like, yeah, I'm not quite like, I want to give up. I'm done with this project. I hate this project. I never want to touch it again, but I might change my mind at some point. And I really like the car. So like, I'm just not quite ready to sell. And then I've told him multiple times it's been a year now, I think. I've told him multiple times, like, would you come get this thing? Like, when are you going to come get this Valiant? And it's still here. So I'm not, I could go either way on it. I don't care if it leaves. I also don't care if I maybe do something with it again.
That car definitely has the highest failure ratio of any car you've ever done on your channel. Like,
yeah,
it was goodness.
It was just beating a dead horse. I'm just so over it. Like after as many videos as I made on it, I'm fine never doing another one, but also I still, at one point that was the stuff my dreams were made of. And so like trying to see it through to some amount of completion seems nice, but I probably won't. I don't want to.
My brother's actually not talking smack to me tonight, which is nice. He asked if you still like thermoquads.
I know. I just got to that. He said, do you still hate thermoquads?
Oh, yeah.
Yours turned out perfect. Do I hate them? I mean, I say perfect, but it did also have a warped main body and all the rebuild parts were garbage. And, I had to rob parts off of 2 different carburetors to try and make one that worked. And at the end of it works as a carburetor, but the emission systems don't function. So, do I hate them? They suck. I don't know. Hate's a strong word. That's why I'm using it. Maybe. E-Monk wants to know if there are any Imperials in the near future. I sold my 55 Imperial in December or January. It's still here. He was supposed to come get it this spring. He didn't. I messaged him in June. He said he was having some health problems, which is understandable, and he would hit the road beginning of July. And it's almost the end of August now, and it's still here. So what might happen is I might have to do another round on that car. I really just wanted to go away. That's why I sold it, but it's still here. So.
Oh, also breaking news on the chat. The 74 Monaco finally left. Thank
God. Yeah. You said that was happening. I can't believe it.
It's gone. Although my brother screwed me on that, so I'm still mad at him about that. So I was supposed to take it down to California. I went down for NOS parts trip on Wednesday, right? Oh yeah, we'll drop it off in the town next door to where I was going. Great, no problem. So then the day before I leave, after I have the car loaded, and yes, I'm going to talk shit about you, Gary, here. I'm not sorry in any way, shape, or form. If anybody has a brother, they understand where I'm coming from here, including Jamie. So he sends, he's like, oh no, he can't drop it off my buddy's place in Santa Rosa. You need to drop it off at his place, which is Salinas, which is 3 hours south of where I had to be, including crossing San Francisco. So it's like going from like Mount Vernon to like Olympia drive. And then I had to go down there and back the same night.
That's 6 hours.
I got home. I got to the hotel at 2:30 a.m. I left here at 7 a.m. on Wednesday. Got to my hotel at 2:15 a.m. Technically Thursday morning.
Jesus.
Because I had to drive an extra 6 hours to drop that stupid car off. But you know what? I wanted that car gone so bad. I still cared. I didn't care as much, and I still did it. So. Sorry, we haven't had a good Tom rant video in a while, so I had to go on a rant on this. So
there you go. Yeah. I see a couple of people talking about the 313 poly. Apparently, a lot of those went to Oz and New Zealand, which is cool. That was a Canadian engine over here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
We didn't have them in America.
One of the different versions.
Yep. 277 is the first one, right? Like 277, and then 301.
Yes.
And then 313, 318. And I think there was a 325 cube version as well in like 1959, maybe?
I think so, yeah.
And then that went away, and it was just 318.
The big block version.
Yeah, big block. Which sounds cool, but like you could never find parts for it, so why?
Yeah.
I do want a 301, though. I think that's cool. Shibs asked again about Hot Riding 3.9 TBI. Could you run Magnum heads? It's the same as a Magnum head conversion on an LA. I'm just going to tell you, it's not worth the trouble. Just don't even think about that. Or you could swap to a whole 3.9 Magnum, but like even that. Johnny Grassa says the banana takes up too much space inside your shop. I know, but I can't put it anywhere else. The banana's going to be rotten by 2035. Nice. Mark, guys, did they make a short version of the 727? I have a rebuilt one I was told came out of an older A body. Thought they were all the same length. 727s are all the same length, so if you have a short one, it's going to be one of them stupid motorhome truck divorced transfer case.
Yes. All cars were the same. So
yes, all cars 727s.
The 4-speed had a longer version and a shorter version, A body, but the 727s were all the same length. So. Oh,
that AMC guy had a comment, and he mentioned there was also a 303 poly. Yeah, I've heard of that, I guess. No, it doesn't make a lot of sense. They had all those, and 277. I said that. And then all that went away around, I think, 1960. It was down to just 318. It might have even been earlier than that.
Yeah, Nigel said there was a 354 poly, which is basically they cheapened up
a
354 Hemi. Yeah,
that's a Chrysler. Yeah. We're talking about the A series engine. So it's the Plymouth Poly 1956 brand new engine series. That is the engine that evolved into the LA. So that's the Poly we're talking about. There were Poly versions of both the Chrysler Hemi and the Dodge Hemi, and you could get that in essentially all the same displacements as the Hemis. Although it's kind of more complicated than that. But anyway, there's a 354 poly. There was a 331 poly. There was a Dodge what's the late short deck? I don't even remember. 270, and then the big poly, tall deck Dodge, 315. 325 was a Hemi, but there was never a 325 poly. It's 315 poly. I had one. Oh,
get a police XJ. I'd love to. I've been actively bidding
Yes.
on multiple fleet XJs lately, and I've lost every single one of them, and it's starting to drive me a little bit crazy. So,
thoughts on Dodge B3B era trucks? They're cool. That's like the Pilot House era. Although B3B 52, is that before the extra windows? Yeah, I think so. They're neat. I do like the front end. I've worked on one of them. It was actually a 56, so I don't know the nomenclature on these earlier trucks. B4B is 53.
familiar with them.
Yeah, I don't really know. I don't know the numbers very well, but I did do a video on, I believe, a 56 Dodge truck a really long time ago. Got it running and driving, drove it. I had the bed like kind of held together with a ratchet strap and a couple bolts or something. I drove it to the park down the street. No brakes, no windshield, I think. No nothing, but, that's how we roll around here. Got it down there, turned around, came back, pulled into my lot, hit whatever brakes it had, and the bed fell off. That was a long time ago. I don't even know what engine that was.
It's like the Blues Brothers when you pull up in front of the courthouse. And
Exactly.
Before Dodge falls apart.
Exactly. It was that. It was so good. It must have been a flathead. It had to be a flathead. But I truly don't. I don't remember anything about the truck except for goofy wiring and that. It sat in my driveway for a while.
Trev's leaving. What if I got the windshield done? I'll check here in a minute.
We can only hope.
A couple questions I want to get to. Big Box Dodge, will the race of lemons ever come back to the Shelton area? Unfortunately, the track and the lady who does the lemons scheduling kind of had a falling out. So, and they really like Pacific Raceways because it's much closer to any airport for them. So, and I don't know about rental fees and all that. That's out of my purview, but they seem to really be enjoying Pacific Raceways in Kent. So I think they're going to stay there for a little while. So. I mean, I like the track in Shelton a lot better. Seattle is a lot more dangerous, but they seem to really like being in Seattle, so that's where they're going to stay for the time being, I believe. So,
Old Iron says, and I assume he's talking about me, this is a man who has clearly never had an encounter with a 3.9. Oh, I've had encounters with 3.9s. Try a new pair of heads because the old ones were garbage. I've done manifolds on them. I've done head gaskets on them. In fact, I did a video on 3.9 head gaskets like super early on in the channel. I have encountered many. I have liked none. Oh, I put 4 cats on one once. On a second gen Dakota with a 3.9, yeah. 4 cats. They were all bad. It didn't help. But I did replace the cats.
wow. A lot of XJ comments. Ultra reliable, most useful vehicle I've ever had. Yeah, I'm kind of looking for a sweet spot. Like I want a 4-wheel drive automatic 4-door because I'm gonna carry the kids around in it. I don't want a 2-door. I wouldn't mind a stick, but like my wife's gotta be able to drive it, so she doesn't really want to drive a stick if she ever needs to. And I want one like under 200,000 because I want one I'm working all the time. I want to daily drive it. But yeah, if anybody knows of any clean XJs out there, I've been after several and I haven't won any of them. So
yes. This one time I told Tom not to buy a Jeep and he was mad at me.
I didn't bring that up on purpose. I've almost forgiven you for
I
that.
I thought you were going to, so I thought I'd get out ahead of it.
Didn't get it.
Nope. Oh well.
That did start most of this. So,
it did.
Because I didn't get that car. It's kind of pissed off about it ever since.
Do you remember the 300 that I didn't buy, that I didn't win at auction?
Yes.
The XJ thing is your 300 C300.
Yeah, right.
It's like it's right within your grasp, but it just keeps not working out. It's messed up.
Wow, Jeff's had his for 25 years. That's
XJ?
pretty awesome. Yeah, XJ, yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty awesome. Gary commented on my channel, so I feel better about himself. Thank you. I do. Thank you. Appreciate it. Is the 70 Charger the one Colin acquired last year? No,
Nope.
This is a new one. So
This is a 69. That one's a 69. Why does everyone think all the 69s are 70s?
I don't know. Question about your neighbor's property. I don't know what's going on there, but
Whether I'm buying it or not?
yeah.
Dude, she told me she wanted to sell it in June, 2 Junes ago. I'm in no hurry. She's in no hurry. I literally don't even care at this point. I still want it to happen, but like, There's too much going on to worry about it. And I spent the money on a TRX. I had the money, and then I got a TRX.
Yeah.
So, now we're here.
I mean,
but
you do have assets to sell if it comes up. So,
well, right, exactly. I don't know if I pointed out that Johnny Grassa said that my favorite band, Nickelback, is from Canada. Yep, I sure do love Nickelback. 3 nines are pointless. That's basically my take on it. But Dakota guys will get mad and fight you if you say that, so I wouldn't. Taillight issue on early A bodies, hippie long. There was someone on the early A body group that made a run of them. I don't know if you're in that group. I don't know if they were the right lights you need. Huh?
Which ones?
Early A body taillights.
Oh, yeah. And okay, the problem is a lot of guys are making those, but they make them out of the wrong plastic and they melt. So the quality is not good. Like, I know a guy in Australia was making a run of 70 Fury taillight lenses, and I bought a couple. I'm just like, I just kind of want to try them out. And then I was at a swap meet like 2 weeks later, and he had like the whole array of lenses the guy was making in a glass box when it was 100 degrees, and they were literally melting in the box. I'm like, I pointed out he was trying to sell them. I was like, dude, get those out of the box. They're melting. He's like, what? And he looked at them, and they were like deformed. So like I've seen it where like somebody's brake light stays on. They had 2 bright bulbs, and they would just melt on the car. Yeah.
Wow.
So you have to be careful about that. Like
That's not good.
A lot of the lenses they make, like PG Classics, they use the right plastic, but like some of those really cheaper ones that are like trying to 3D print or something, the quality's not great on them. So
Old Iron says the era when I was working on that 56 Dodge truck and the M37 and the 58 Ford was peak DDG. I disagree, but I think peak DDG was about a year ago.
So you peaked?
Yeah.
It's all downhill. It's all
downhill from here. No, it's not. But I'm just like, I don't know where we go. Like, I don't know what else I can do. Like, different, bigger. I have no idea. Spitfire Mike, I have a 325 poly and a 315. Okay, I didn't think they did a poly 325, but what the hell do I know?
Well, again, is that based on the 325 Dodge Hemi? I mean,
no. Yes. Yeah, the 325 was the ultimate. That was the biggest one. 315 was common. 325 was used in some model. I don't even remember. I did a bunch of research on. I've done a ton of research on each one of these first generation engine families when I'm doing the videos, but like, I can't store all of the information. There's too much to know.
Seriously. I think I'm actually caught up on comments. You probably aren't, but I think I'm actually caught up on comments. So
no, we're not looking at the light blue $1,500 running and driving Slant 6 Dodge Dart Sport. And we're not looking at this 300B that Evan just sent me either. I love that they start it with this beautiful finished one, and then it's just a piece of crap in primer, and they want $8,000. And it's a 56, which is less good. Yeah, here's what it should look like. Now, here's what this piece of garbage looks like. Yeah, this one's been for sale for a minute, as the kids are saying.
Yeah.
Now, do I know?
There's been an XJ up in east of Seattle for sale for like a month now, and I'm really tempted to go out there and lowballer on it. But
does it have a cracked head?
It's a 99, so probably not. But the 2001. No, I actually went and looked at. This is several months ago. I went and looked at it. It was a really clean car. Been sitting for about 6 months because it was the guy's extra driver. And I looked at it, and he was asking like $5,000, which is pretty reasonable for a decent one. And I looked at it, and it had the cracked head. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not interested. I don't want to deal with this. So the dude listed for like $500, like 2 hours after I leave. I'm like, dude, if I knew you wanted $500 for the cracked head, I would have bought it.
And
like,
we would have put a head on it.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
yep.
Because I actually texted Jamie, like, how much to put a head on? He's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Couple grand or whatever, and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna do that for $5,000, even if I offer $4,000. But then he listed for like $500, like the next like couple hours after that, and then of course it insta sells. So
of course,
yeah.
Stage Zero Jason is here and says, "I'm bored now. All my projects are now drivers. I guess that's the goal, right? Well, kind of. If you're that bored, you can fly out here, and I'll find something for you to do.
Seriously.
Trudge
wrong.
MN is not sure he's ever heard a 727 called a 727. Yes, dear.
Hello.
What has happened? There are children here.
Uh-oh.
What happened to you?
It's a lot of children.
It's way more than usual. The hat on the wig. That's what really sells it. Yeah.
Yeah. Good times.
Yeah. Clever Raptor says Jamie needs a bigger shop. I need a second shop. That's what I need. Time well wasted, Tom?
Yeah. So my upholstery guy here in the town I live in is selling his shop, and I'm very tempted to buy that, although I'm not sure what I do with it. So that's
right.
the thing. I mean, more storage because it's really not that big.
Yeah.
But it's like almost walking distance from the house. Like I've walked home from there before. It's a long walk, but I've walked home from there before. So I'm very tempted.
D1 Menace. Jamie, if you had a chance to buy your neighbor's property and you needed some quick cash, would you sell your Charger? That was always my plan. Then I somehow saved up the down payment that I would need, but then I spent a bunch of it on a TRX. Have said that I would. I would still for the right price, but the right price is a lot of money. So, keep that in mind. Excuse me. I have never listed it. I have no plans of listing it. I've had a couple people interested in it ask, and I've given them a number, and no one has ever met the number, which is fine. I don't care. I really like that car. And I think Tom answered this, but no, the Charger Colin acquired last year is a rusty 69.
Yeah. Boss Barn D500 used the 325, didn't it? Yes, that was one of the. I mean, they used D500 for several years, but their first D500 was the 325 Hemi. Yes, but like for example, in 60, a D500 could be a 4-barrel 361 or a cross ram car. So, but yeah, the first D500 was a 325. Yeah.
And in 1958, a D500 is a 361 big block with dual quads.
Yep.
Somebody has done a video series building a clone of one of those for his 1957 Coronet. And he even, thanks to this guy, got the proper air cleaners for it.
Mm-hmm.
And the proper exhaust manifolds. And the proper brackets. And I got the intake from Rooster. Yeah, I have all the stuff. And I am going to work on the 57 Coronet again in the near future. It's going to happen. That thing is going to get its day in the sun on the main lift. Garage Force Resto said, what's up with the glimpse of the 70 Charger? I bought it. I haven't finished paying for it, but I bought it. I made a substantial deposit. And all I need to do now is sell that swept line I did a video on today and or the 1955 Plaza. And I'm ready to go.
Gary said he missed my rant. I don't believe you. You're lying.
Put a 360 in the XJ. No,
the whole point of that's the reliable straight six.
Yep, and it won't cool
that's
for.
That's the whole point.
Rob Fitch says, I bet Uncle Tony has a few extra XJs. Yes, at least one or two.
2000, 2001 XJs are weird. Yeah, I've been running into that. There's a bunch of weird stuff. The cracked heads, the no distributor. There's a lot of issues with those. So.
Yeah, it's not a very comfy dress. We'll take it off.
We should give his children more caffeine. I think that's a great idea.
I disagree. DGC a bit ago said, do you rate Australian 265 Hemi? I want one really bad. I don't know about rating them.
I would love to have one. I never have. Yeah. So they're getting quite expensive here in the States. There's a few of them here, but they're getting quite expensive. So
yeah. Benjamin Raymond said something about the long rod build. It's a 198. No, it's 225 crank and 198 rods or something like that. But long rod is not what we want.
Not in a race car.
Well, anyway, slant 6 stuff. Someone said DDG race team going postal. Somebody else said the logo for a DDG race team would be an LLV. Yeah, we have to get an LLV to racer. I'm not doing it. Has there been an LLV in Lemons?
I don't think so.
I doubt it.
I know who to ask.
Yeah.
Eric is like the king of that.
Nice. Oh, but anyway, someone did ask if you had brake light lenses for 65 Barracuda, and I'm assuming that's a no.
I don't think so.
Daryl's here. 70 Charger. Yes! It's happening, buddy. It's happening. It's coming up. So, excuse me. It's original 318 AC car. Bucket seats, console. Nothing special, but it is a Charger. Put the LLV body on the Neon chassis. It would be too reliable.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point of the LV. It's going to constantly break down. By the way, I was talking to the mail guy with the platypus. He said that's already been in the shop 9 times in 6 months. So
9 times.
9 times. He said it's mostly the cameras and all the technology stuff, but yeah, 9 times. So
Trojemen said going to Mo Party. I've considered it. And Joe even asked, like, hey, you want to go to Mo Party this year? Here's the problem. I am traveling with my... What the hell? Why? I was just talking about you. I'm traveling with my family this year.
Doesn't that sound like fun?
Yeah, 5,000 miles with this. Don't fall on that. That's expensive.
I'm coming too. I'm gonna
Videos are your friends.
You're coming too.
That's my advice.
What's that? What now?
Videos are your friends. That's my advice.
Well, yeah, for sure. Okay, bye. Anyway.
Although I had to take the wife to the airport today, and I brought the kids back and had to stop by Costco. And we stopped by the Lacey Costco, which I usually go to the Tumwater one. And we got out, and both kids had no idea where we were. Like, we go in the store, and they're like, which store are we at? Just because they had we're watching videos the whole way back. They had
there's
no idea where they were. No clue whatsoever. So,
oof.
But just remember, the videos are for you, not for them.
Yeah, very true.
Don't forget that.
Very true. Anyway, so the point is, I mean, it's at least we're going to have, especially the now 5-year-old, we're not going to be able to drive 12 hours a day. So we're going to be on the road for a number of days each direction. So we could do No Name and back in 2 weeks. Mo Party, there is a week between Mo Party and No Name. So then we would have to be on the road for 3 weeks. And then that's insane, and a lot of hotel rooms, and they're missing 3 weeks of school, and I'm missing 3 weeks of video production.
Well,
so,
that's the real problem. Like, you're going to be producing videos on the trip.
On the road,
like,
yes.
But you can't do 2 a week. Like,
no.
You have to bank a bunch.
Exactly. And ask me if I'm ahead on that. Go ahead. Ask me.
Are you ahead on that?
No. Actually, I will tell you. Right now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 videos in progress. Well, actually 6 if you count these, but 4 that are like halfway done already.
Well, I mean, when Jamie does 4 videos in a row from here, that means he's pretty short on videos because he's filming when he's here. So
very true. Hippie Long. Tonight's list of available actually for sale cars are the swept one I did a video on today. $5,000. Drive it home. I don't think it'll drive home to Tennessee, to the guy in Tennessee that asked. It might, but I don't recommend it. The Treon, $800. 55 Plaza, as is, $3,000. It'll drive home if we put the radiator in the trunk in the car. It'll drive home very slowly, though. If you want the Imperial, I'm pretty sure, like, at this point, it's probably going to be available, and we'll just, like, fax that guy his money back. So, just saying, 55 Imperial, running Hemi. If you're going to buy it and take the Hemi out, you can't have it. Brown Dart in my yard. I've shown it in a couple little teasers. It's available. I think I said $800. It's got lots and lots of good parts, but like it needs title stuff because it was in a junkyard. It's not a total rusty turd. But anyway, no drivetrain. What else? What else is out there? I don't even know. Oh, my 64 Power Wagon. $500 with title. $500. Come get it, please. The gold 2-wheel drive D200 I've done some videos on. I'm paying a lot of money for it. Anyway, running and driving, 360 swapped, lowered, dual exhaust. Kind of a rusty pile, but it's pretty cool. It'll probably be in the few grand range. I'd like that gone. What else? Not much.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah, there's not much else I would sell. Don't let the 5-year-old drive. I wouldn't. I know better.
Jamie, sounds like you need to stay the fleet video. Jamie and I both kind of do that
Yeah.
once a year. I think it's too
Christmas time.
overdone. So yeah, I do the same thing. I do want to kind of the end of the year stay the fleet.
Yeah.
So it's kind of an annual thing I do after Christmas. So
Yeah. Chazzer said, sell the TRX, never the Charger. You can find another TRX. Yeah, not for what I have into that one. But having said that, if someone wants a slightly wrecked, not quite finished TRX, $40,000 is what I have in it. So come and get it. I don't think anyone's going to do that.
Jason asks, I have a 57-ish dual quad intake for B series engine if either of you are interested.
Nice. I got one from Rooster. I paid him too much money for it. It has a broken ear. They're cool. They're not very good for performance in any way, but they sure are cool.
It's that's definitely more show than go on those, but yeah,
100%.
definitely.
I have been thinking about doing a video where I start every single runnable engine on the property. Not necessarily a state of the fleet, but we're going to start everything. I think that would be fun.
Homegrown revivals. It works.
Right? No, my Imperial's a 331 single quad. What is even happening? I like it. You got a wig that just kind of looks like your normal hair, but more. I like that.
Yeah, just more hair.
I don't know what's going on here.
Wow, that's a lot.
Your hair fell off. Wow. Okay, be gone. Out. No.
My ears. Hi.
Okay, bye.
We're gonna be back.
Please don't be back.
Somebody asked if I have a 70 Fury rear bumper. I actually do have a really nice one. So send me an email, tom@rocketresto.com. I actually have a pretty nice one. I bought it for the GT. We ended up not needing it. So we saved the original bumper on that thing. What do I have for sale? So much. We're almost at the end. I don't know if I have enough time to say how much I have right now, so it's a lot. Most everything I've done a video on the last 6 months is for sale. So
yeah.
The cab over, the crew cab.
Yeah.
68 Power Wagon. I just bought a 64 Dart GT. I haven't done a video on. 66 Cornet 4-door. I got out of the wrecking yard. Yeah.
Hey, can you? Wow. What the hell?
Kind of slow.
That's terrifying. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Tom, how much to post Jamie's number? I made this joke before, but like I get so many emails like, can I get Jamie's phone number? And like I told him one day he's gonna piss me off enough for I'm gonna start giving that, but it hasn't happened yet. So
why does that Fuggler have a wig? That's very weird. Okay, can you all go away now?
That's a lot
Jesus
of screaming.
Christ.
A lot
Go away.
of screaming.
Out. Get out. Take the dog with you.
Gary said at least 2 of my cars went away.
Out.
The Monaco.
Nice.
What was the second one?
What the hell? Jesus
Jamie
Christ.
still has 2 cars here too, by the way. So just saying.
Yeah. Does anyone want to buy Jaguar XJ6 or whatever? What did I give you for that? Like $500 or something?
It wasn't much. It was very little. So
yeah, it's got a damaged door for some reason.
by the way, thanks to my brother.
I wasn't gonna throw him under the bus. Come on.
Oh, I will. I'm still pissed.
Well, whatever. I mean, it wasn't worth anything to begin with, but it's worth less now. $500, title, yada yada. Jaguar runs.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get the thing is, like, I have a window of about a month till it starts raining, so I'm really trying to get the yard cleaned up in the next month, because once it starts raining, my backyard's inaccessible. So
Yeah. Shotgun Rain asking about rebuilding a 9 1/4 axle in a driveway with no experience. It's harder than an 8 3/4 because you can't put the chunk on the bench. You know, no experience is maybe not the worst thing in the world. Watch some videos. I don't know. Have I done a 9 1/4? The good thing about the 9 1/4 is it's sloppy.
You haven't. Yes, you don't have to get a case spreader to get it out, or
no, it's not a Dana. I think they have threaded adjusters. I don't know if I've ever rebuilt a 9 1/4. I'm really not sure right now. I've done an 8 1/4, maybe a couple. Anyway,
Steven asked, sell the 57 Cornet. I'm sure if you were offered enough, you would. Although you really need to finish that car. It's just so unsatisfying that it's not finished.
Agreed. So. And I just got the shift cable for it. So now I'm thinking, like, I could, Steven, if you want it, I will sell it to you then less than I gave Tom for it, which was way too much goddamn money, by the way. If you want it, It is very available. But I really want to... It is not worth what I paid for it. It wasn't when I bought it, and it isn't now. It's not worth what I paid for it until it runs. And when it runs, it should be worth a bit more than I paid for it.
Jamie went to my house, saw that car, and like begged for it, but whatever.
Yeah, and then you were like $4,000, and I was like, "That's too much dollars." And then I was like, "You were like, it comes with a parts car," and I was like, "You can keep the parts car. I don't want the parts car. You can sell the parts car."
I did,
and it was still $1,000 for some reason. And it was full of mouse turds. It was made of mouse turds. It still smells of mouse turds. That car needs to be cleansed with fire. Alan killed himself vacuuming like 10 pounds of mouse crap out of it. And it is still like just so bad. It's so bad.
Yeah, somebody asked where Alan was on the channel lately. I'm pretty sure he killed him cleaning up Cornet. So
Alan's been sick, unfortunately. I think he's on the mend, so I'm hoping we'll see him again soon.
Good.
Yes, go over garage. The rear axle housing on the TRX is bent. We're going to try and straighten it here the cheap and dirty way. Looking forward to it. Start everything on the property. Will you be as drunk as Peg? Have you started the Detroit lately? No, I meant to make a joke about that in today's video, but I forgot. Dang, she's growing up fast. Well, one of those was whatever. That was 3 different children.
It was hard to tell. It was a neon and pink blur.
It was a mess.
So, in purple.
Weren't we answering other questions? I don't even remember. The right price has gone up. Okay, so no. Stop it. Stephen Andrews can deal with filthy. Stephen, I paid $4,000 for that car. Make me an offer. And I've rebuilt the engine. It's nice. There's a lot of good stuff in it. It just needs finished. The big block drivetrain is in. It has a drive line. It needs exhaust. It needs the heads flip side for side. And it just needs the shift cable you got installed. It just needs finished. And I'm planning to do it in the coming weeks.
By the way, I don't know if you knew this. Brady Dog's now David Thompson 62.
Yes.
So
yes,
yeah,
we learned that last week.
That, so yeah,
it's the new name is less memorable than Brady Dog, so I'm
very much so. Yeah,
I'm probably not going to remember for a while.
Remember that? So
yeah. But anyway, I think we've covered basically everything.
It's 8:08. I need to put children to bed, I think. So
we've been on for an hour and 57 minutes, and we still got 269 people here. So thanks everybody for hanging out.
That's pretty good. Appreciate everybody sticking around.
Will be asked along with the videos, how's the book coming? It is 50% done, except I still have to wrap up a couple photos, and I'm only 7 weeks behind schedule, so that's pretty good for me. It's happening. I just got to take a bunch more pictures and make some diagrams and stuff and then get that sent off. And then I actually think the next half of the book will be much easier than the first half. But anyway, it's coming.
It's always hard starting. That's the hardest part.
I'm really over the hump now. I've done the hardest parts. In fact, I'm going back and like thinning it out now because I realize I've written way too much. But anyway.
Better more than less. It's a lot easier to cut down than add. So
yes.
Same thing with videos, actually, coincidentally enough.
Yes. Somebody asked, I think it was probably McLovin, what is on the agenda for this coming week? So I do believe we're going to pull an engine out of a Ram Charger, Mitchell's Ram Charger tomorrow. And then we're going to put together another 318 that I started on forever and ever and ever ago, finish that up, drop that in the Ram Charger. I don't know how much of it will be done by Wednesday, but I do believe that's Wednesday's video. And then this coming weekend, excuse me, there is a test and tune at Bremerton on Friday. Now, I don't know if the weather is going to cooperate. Let's see. Currently, for here, it shows rain Friday, so we'll see. It might happen, it might not. Bremerton, Friday shows just cloudy, so I don't know. We'll see. I may be going to a test and tune in Bremerton Raceway on Friday with the Barracuda. I need to change the clutch, I need to change the rear gear and the axle shafts, and then it is ready to party. So I'm going to try and knock that out, but first I got to do this Ram Charger engine.
I haven't been racing in a long time. I need to get back out there with the Polaire. It's so much
know.
Fun.
I agree. But here's the problem. This guy wants me to work a day this week, so like I don't even know when or how I'm going to do all this.
Just one day. The problem is you're going to No Name pretty soon, so I'm going to lose you for a month. So I know
Yeah.
how that works.
Yeah. But anyway, so it might be literally impossible to do everything that I need to do before Friday, which is unfortunate because this might be the last test and tune I could hit before going to No Name. So we'll see how it goes. I sure hope that I can go racing on Friday.
My brother said, I promised to work on a 73 this summer. You bought a Ram Charger I've been working on for a month. This is your fault, not mine. And the Ram Chargers, I'm sorry, I love the 73 WSP car. It's cooler than the 73 WSP car, and it's a new toy in front of me. So this is not on me.
Fair enough. Dust Devil Garage 273 shootout at No Name. Does anyone else have one? If anyone else is running a 273, it's news to me. Yes, I would love to shoot out with them. I think it was Joe that said in a video that I had the winningest 273 at No Name last year.
Yeah, I have this joke with my brother when we go to a car show and there's only one C body. We win an award for the C body. Default.
Yes. I know, Dan. Yeah, I need to lock the door. Anyway, so if I get to a test and tune, Barracuda will be Sunday video. I have several other things in process right now. I could change course and finish something else on Friday if it's not going to happen. I really want to make that happen though, because I'm running out of time. I'm going to end up just buttoning it up and hitting the road again, which would be unfortunate. But anyway,
but on brand. So
there you go. I think that's what's happening. If anyone else has a 273 and they want to race at No Name, I'll be your Huckleberry. Let's go. I think I have 3 or 4 call-outs already. I'm feeling really good about my chances with all of them.
Is one of them Joe?
Oh God, no. Do you not remember the video of me and Joe racing for funsies where I take off in the Demon and then he just goes vroom?
I do.
The Barracuda is slower than the Demon.
I do.
So
I do.
No, I will not be racing Joe. I mean, it would be entertaining. Give me a.
Are you bracket racing or are you going straight up? I mean, that's the thing. So.
It literally doesn't matter because next to Joe, I'm not going to win.
Yeah, he is.
There's just no way. The man's the machine. Isn't Garbage Can's transmission still exploded? It's good enough to race. We'll get a good clutch in there and see what's what. Okay, we're going to call it a night. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it.
We're out of here. See you in the comments. See you next weekend. Bye-bye.